Hello, everyone. I'm OP Clint. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. So, hello again, everyone. Hi, Eric. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Vivi. Hi, Ricardo. And hello, Julie, Hugzo, Hannah, Ivy on YouTube, and everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch. Of course, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. So if you don't see my face in the top corner, very likely I can't see your comment right now, but I'll always go back and reply, as many of you already know. So, I hope everyone's been doing your homework. Okay, very good. For those who are new or may have forgotten, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. It's a great way to help you practice meditation outside the meditation hall. So I hope you all take up some time to practice. You don't have to practice like every moment of the day. If you can, great. But in reality, it's whenever you can, taking some time to remind yourself to center, to get back to that center. Hello, Ezekiel, and hello, Andrew. Thanks for saying hi on Facebook, and hello, Ellen on YouTube. So remember, please do the homework. It's a great way to help you practice because in the end, when we meditate, it's our time to practice sitting in our safe spot. But in daily life, it's where we get to apply what we've learned in meditation in daily life. And one thing you'll definitely see has been very beneficial is that ability to find that balance. That way you have some calm or even be able to slow down when you need to. And when you slow down when you need to, it gives you the clarity so you can make decisions or do whatever needs to be done. So, hello, Pat. Hi, Matt. Thanks for joining in here on Zoom. Okay, so as you guys know, for Wednesdays, it's our Wisdom Wednesday. So we'll have a short meditation first, and usually it's about level 2 or 3 ish. So let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibility. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Letting go is a very important first step. We can also say, relax. Allowing our body to relax is not something to overlook. It's helping us slow down, take our time, not to rush or force, to help us start to slow down, releasing and relaxing all the muscles in your body. For some of you who might be brand new, you might feel like it's being lazy or a waste of time. But I guarantee this is not a waste of time, and you're not being lazy. By allowing yourself to first release and relax, or at least feel comfortable, or really comfortable enough. It helps us be able to sit longer without needing to deal with aches or pains or discomfort. Because discomfort pulls us out of our meditation. While some techniques tell you to focus on it, I don't recommend focusing on it directly. Instead, rather than working on focus by focusing on pain and discomfort, why not let go, release that, Make adjustments. It's okay to move. And then allow your mind to slow down naturally and keeping that comfortable focus there instead. If we focus on our discomfort, while yes, you can gain focus, but you also gain a bad habit, thinking that you need to feel pain to be able to gain focus. This is a unintentional habit that happens. And if you feel this way, feel like you need to be in some kind of discomfort, you're going to make yourself uncomfortable on purpose. And that's not the way. Our master always tells us, relax your body, relax your mind. It starts off as relaxation, allowing our body to feel at ease and comfortable. And because our body is comfortable, our mind also starts to release and relax, making both body and mind feel comfortable, at ease. And after our mind starts to be at ease, focus starts to settle in. But it's a very comfortable focus. It's not forced. It's not stressful. It doesn't require extra energy. It's kind of like if you look out at a scenic view and you just enjoy it, taking in the entire image, the entire experience. Even if you don't focus on one particular detail, we experience it all at the same time. Kind of like a lot of core memories that you may have. They tend to be very detailed, as if you can relive it. Mostly because there was that balance of relaxation and awareness, great joy, bliss. In our meditation, we're allowing our mind to get back to that state. But first, relax your body, relax your mind. You don't need to rush trying to achieve inner peace immediately, even though we all would love that. To achieve inner peace, we must do it correctly. Take your time. Allow it to happen naturally. Just relax your body, relax your mind, and allow your mind to stay still, comfortably, relaxingly, on that one thing, your meditation object or image or feeling. As your mind stays with that one thing, everything else starts to melt away, giving rise to calm, peace, bliss. And it doesn't happen right away. It usually takes a little bit of time. Sometimes a lot of time. It all depends on how much we are thinking and how well we're able to let go and eventually let it be. And this is why we practice. Consistent practice is very much key to achieving inner peace, or even generating peace. Just take your time, relax your body, relax your mind, and allow it all to just fall into place. Son Now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright, and at the center of your object there is a bright light. It's a light of peace, love, and compassion. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. And let this light spread far and wide, filling the city, filling the state or province, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sabbe Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanjayang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jenarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapapuddha Nupavena Sapatama Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? As always, take a moment to notice how you feel right now, now that we finished. Because every time we meditate, it's either a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions. And this is something I say every time. So maybe you're like, well, you don't say that every time. But it's true. Because when it's a good session, great. When it's a good session, then we try and do it again. We try to remember what we did to try and do that again. On the days that are almost good, they're a bit challenging. It's okay. This is part of life, part of practicing anything. There will be challenges, even if you know what you're doing. Because every day is different. Sometimes what's happening in the day affects our meditation, especially if it's something very big. All right, so it tends to affect our meditation. So if our mind is thinking of it, we tend to think about it more in our meditation. This is why we learn to let go. It's not throwing away or forgetting about, but able to put it down rather than keeping to carry it. If we keep on carrying, that's what makes it so heavy, makes it so draining. So that's why we practice. Little by little, we learn to place it down and pick it up when we need it or when it's time to think about it. Okay? And we're all working on it. Okay? Some things easier to put down, some things not so much. But that's okay. You'll get better at it as you keep practicing. So, before we go into questions and comments, I see a few on YouTube already, and I see more people came in. Hello, iPhone. Hi, Akshi. Thanks for joining in here on Zoom. And okay, then for today's wisdom talk, something a bit more light, not too crazy or not too deep, but something also pretty relevant to, I guess, to me, or recently, as this Monday was full moon. It was our full moon meditation, but it was also my birthday. Now, not so much trying to say, hey, we got to celebrate my birthday, but it's more so when we have a birthday, we should what should we be doing on our birthday? So that's the main thing I wanted to share with you guys today. So with our birthdays in general, we tend to celebrate, tend to have fun. Special day for yourself, right? Okay, today is boss baby themed. I originally made this for kids, but it's a good subject. So we tend to have these kind of things, but if you really think back, what happened the day of your birth, your actual birthday? Think about it. What happened at that time? You know, at that moment, you have to realize it was actually the most scariest day of your life. And you go, huh? Why is that? Because you literally had no ability to do anything. You were unable to get up and walk. Not like this thing, not like this baby. You had no money, you had no ability to care for yourself. All you could do was cry. And hopefully someone would come and help you. Now that is our life at that moment. So luckily, who are the most important people for our birthday? That day, of course, our parents. If it weren't for them, we would not be here. We would not be able to continue on. Not only were they the ones who gave us the life itself, but also, if conventionally your parents are the ones who also care for you, great. Or even if they aren't the parents who gave you life, they're the ones who took care of you. Okay? So don't look down on your adoptive parents either, okay? They're also very important. So, if they're so important, what should we do? What have they done for us? Of course, they fed us. They took care of us, right? Today, as I said, cute, fun. But in general, when we think of it, they were quite literally our whole world when we grew up, as we're starting our life. So, because of this, what should we do to show our love to our parents? There are many things we can do. So, of course, literally showing them love. Giving them a hug, letting them know you love them. But also there are other things that we can do, like helping out around the house if you're home, if you live with them. You know, another one that most people don't think about is actually having a good relationship with your siblings, not fighting all the time. As I mentioned, this was mostly geared for kids, but it's also a good lesson. So these are just some of the simple things that we can do to show love to our parents. As we become adults, we care for them. We can care for them in different ways. Sometimes just sending them a little bit of money here and there. It's not like you have to, it's not like you're paying them for anything, but it's more a little gift to say, hey, I'm still caring for you. Uh, so there's just some of the things that we tend to do. So one other thing that I used to do, I've been busy. Even this year, I've been busy on my birthday. So I like to write little poems on my birthday. So this is the one that I wrote that year. This was October in 2020. So I'll read it to you guys. Today I think back over 3 decades ago, now nearly 4 decades, a time with magical creatures who helped me to grow. Those gentle giants that shielded me from the heat, no matter rain or shine, keeping me safe to keep. When I was hurt, they used magic to help ease the pain. A blow and a kiss, and it was like normal again. When thinking back, I was truly fortunate, 'cause these guardians helped me and now congratulate. As now I'm a giant, they all look up to see me. I'm ascending higher and higher as they lifted me. They taught me to fly, and I soared through the sky. But now I'm older, I understand why. Now in the sky, look back down below, realizing I'm stronger now and can be on my own. While out on my own, it's easy to forget the magic and powers those giants have set. Now over 3 decades I have lived on this earth, plenty of time to remember my birth, as today is the anniversary when I came to this land, live with giants who always held my hand. Nurtured and lectured, trained and disciplined, I am who I am because of them. Today's my birthday, thank you for the presents, but today I show gratitude to my gentle giants, my parents. So, since they happen to be in the room also, Mom and Dad, thank you. So, if you can't tell, that's me as a baby. And these are my parents. So, just some little things that I used to do a lot. Now as a now as a elder monk somewhat, I'm quite busy. So I don't get to have as much time to enjoy and get to do the thing. But I was lucky I did have some time to chat with my mom. I didn't get a time to chat with Dad that day, but at least they're both here and I get to say thank you here. Okay. Oh, so now I open the floor to you all as see some questions. Oh, hello Matt. You can turn on your mic if you'd like, or you can type in the chat. That works too. Also, thank you for the birthday, happy birthdays from everyone here, as well as those who said hi on Facebook, etc. Okay. Oh, Matthew, are you there? Okay, maybe not yet. Okay, no worries. Then so Vivi says, what should I do if I experience a disturbing image during meditation? Yeah, it happens here and there. Just like I mentioned, when we meditate, it's very much like we're watching a movie in the movie theaters. The only difference is in the movie theaters, we kind of know what we're going to watch. But the thing is, when we're there, you may or may not like the movie. So we just kind of sit through it. In meditation, it's like we're already there, we don't know what's on. So we'll just experience whatever happens. If you do not enjoy the image that comes up, what we have to do is do our best to be neutral as best you can. If no matter what you do, you can't become neutral, open your eyes, take a break, reset, restart. Okay? As there are some things that tend to pop up. Sometimes it's things from our past. Sometimes just a really random image that you don't like. For example, back in the Buddhist time, one technique that people like to do, a lot of the young monks would like to go into like the cemeteries and meditate and look at a corpse, and it's not pretty. The whole point of it is to realize that our form is actually not very beautiful. Uh, in a really awkward yet funny way, how one of my masters told me, he's like, "You realize we're just a bag of crap. We're just a very pretty bag of poo. That's pretty much what we are." Uh, yes, exactly. Asupa. That's something that we use. But I know for me, that would not work for me. I would have nightmares instead, or like not be able to find peace because of it. One thing is my nose is quite strong, so the smell would probably knock me out or make me quite nauseated because uh, but anyways, so it's not for everyone. At the time, a lot of young monks would do it because it was a way to help them release the feeling of lust, not be attached to that. That was the main thing. But it's not for everybody. There were even times where the Buddha helped another monk who was having difficulty because at that time he was trying to practice that way and he could not find any peace. He used to be a jeweler. I remember I shared this story with Eric once, where the the Buddha said, "Here," knowing that he was a jeweler, he said, "Here, think of a golden artifact of some type or a golden piece of jewelry, maybe something you made before." And because he was an artist in that kind of way, it helped him visualize very easily and helped his mind find peace. And then he enlightened. So you see, everyone adjusts to what works for you. If if the image is very, very disturbing to you and you really don't like it, take a break, start over. It's okay. And of course, if it continues to come back again, we can talk about it more personally to find out what's going on. But in general, it's always okay to reset and restart. Okay? All right. Thank you for your question. I see a question from Hakuzo on YouTube. He says, "How can we let others know that meditation is actually helpful and not new age juju?" I like the wording you use. Well, the thing is, when sharing meditation with your friends, family, or people in general, what we do is to share it as information. And like for me, the good thing is just my uniform, what I wear every day, pretty much like this, just cover both sides usually. When I'm out and about, I'm a uniform of Buddhism and meditation. Sometimes Kung Fu, but I don't do that. So people will ask me about this stuff. And I go, okay, look, in meditation, it's really about this. I just share that with them. It's by finding peace and balance. And when you find that balance, it's very helpful in moving forward in everything. Even if you're not Buddhist, it actually helps you connect closer to your spirituality. I've met many Christians who meditate and they feel so much closer to God. I said, yes, absolutely. Because when you're closer to that peaceful state within you, it helps you pull out the true goodness within you, allowing you to connect to your higher power, or as in Buddhism we'll say, with pretty much the universe. Because when you start to find that peace, everything around you starts to become more peaceful. You're able to navigate it, even though it might not be all that peaceful. But in general, because we're sharing it as information, it's where people ask you, or if you happen to recommend, then okay. But I really don't recommend forcing it upon someone unless you're already close friends and you just kind of like, hey, let's do this. That's a little bit better. But if it's just like trying to, it can come off kind of religious because some people feel like, oh, you're trying to convert me or something like that. It's okay. They're not ready. This is just information. Just this, and you can even talk about it scientifically. It's very backed up by science. A lot of research has been shown that meditation is very, very helpful in many things. But to do it, we have to do it correctly, not to force, not to push, and then it all happens naturally. So share it as information. Okay. Thank you for your question. Okay. All right. Any other questions or wonders tonight? Oh, as you guys know, or no, you might not know, yesterday was the end of the Buddhist Lent. So now from this day forward, for about 1 month, we call it the Katina ceremony season. It's the season where all the temples will have a Katina ceremony at least once during this month. Or no, they can only have it once this month. Sorry, but many people can join many temples. So, for example, Most of the temples will do it on the weekends, so either a Saturday or a Sunday, just because it's the day that most people can come. As for our temple here in Toronto, it's Saturday the 25th, which is why we don't have class that day. And also why, oops, I am clicking the wrong thing. Let me close that. Where you can see the schedule. So you can see right above me, that's the Saturday that we're having our Katina ceremony. And also wanted to update you guys. Thank you all again for joining in because, as you guys know, as I mentioned, it is October 25th, and the goal was originally 500 to 1,000 to now 5,000. And look at us grow. We've already reached halfway to the top goal, which is 5,000. We're at 2,400 ish. I'm very, very amazed and very, very glad for all of you joining in this. Even my friends in Thailand, a Buddhist country, is very surprised. They're like, wow, you got so many people to donate together. Because we're all a group of meditators together. We're meditating and finding that peace together. As of course, this donation is to the temple. Right now, I'm just like the guy holding the money to bring it. So I'm just glad that we get to make this big donation together. Because last year we did about a little over 3,000. So I was like, wow, that was the first time. And then this year, we're almost there too. So I'm very, very happy that we get to make this donation together. Because they say that Katina is the biggest merit-making event day that we can do in the year, because it's right after the monks have practiced diligently for 3 months already, and then it's the time that not only do you offer to the entire monastic community, the monastic community will then choose who deserves the robe. So it's a very, very big merit-making opportunity. So I'm very glad that everyone who was able to join, or even if you can't join in the donation, if you're near one of our centers, join in the Katina ceremony. You get to enjoy and experience it with it. Okay. Oh, I see another question. Akshi's asking how to deal with sarcastic people. Well, if you are annoyed of sarcasm, there are a few ways you can go about it. You can simply ignore, because they're just kind of sharing their own sometimes their own sense of humor, sometimes their own kind of weirdness. You can just ignore it. Another one is you can, what's the word? I guess it depends on the kind of sarcasm. Because right now I'm thinking more in the humor side. If it's more on the humor side, it's more just kind of ignore or laugh creepily. It makes them just not want to do that. If it's more of the sarcastic, as in they're more kind of somewhat offending, they're going that direction. Okay, so you said it's more serious one, so it's more like not exactly light and playful. This one you can also try to ignore at first. If it keeps coming, this one requires a bit of practice, but you can answer back matter of factly, like with facts, kind of push back. But this will end up just kind of, if not done right, it can become more of a problem. So this one we'll probably have to talk about later. But it depends from situation to situation. I can give you more examples maybe later. Maybe not so much live. But yeah. Whenever we're dealing with people, there's always something. The best thing as a Buddhist, one thing is if we can just simply just navigate through it, not have to clap back with them, because they're like one hand clapping, they're coming at you. When you clap back, then there's the noise, there's the conflict, and there's the problem. But if we just allow it to just kind of wave by, it's just air that passes by, you move forward. It's when it starts to become, that slap no longer goes to just air and just actually becomes physical, it starts to become more abusive. That's where we need to do something. And if you're artful and tactful in your speech, because not everyone is, you'll be able to find a way to speak in a way that makes them go, okay, I'm not going to mess with you anymore. Or be able to make them go, it's not worth their time, and then they'll just leave you alone. But this will require more time and also more information from what you're dealing with, because it always changes from case to case. And then I can share with you how I would deal with it, as well as maybe what you have already done, but another time. uh, okay. Any other questions or wonders? Okay. Then, if no other questions tonight, I'm always very glad I get to be here to share with you all. Now, amazingly, this is our 500 and what, 92nd late night. My goodness, in only 8 more, it's already our 600th. Time flies. So, oh, oh yeah, Satu. Hannah saying that she was visiting the Kansas Center, and they already met had the monks and volunteers from Texas. Oh, great! That's right. One of my friends, May, is there. She's there right now. Okay, then I want to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. For those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer. We can chat. Take care, everyone.